This week's Tokyo Game Show, so we got some new trailers to look at. Mostly multi-platform, some only on Xbox, some Xbox and PC, obviously. And he like saying that when I say only on Xbox. Yeah, so check that out in Dragon Age. Let's get into it. This first one we got is called Project Evil Bane. I only clicked on videos that looked interesting, so I'm not going over everything.
A disaster brought forth by the Archdemon.
Archdemon? This ain't Dragon Age.
And heretics wearing
A
the
baddie with a shield and crossbow. So this is MMO, it's an action game. It's about gameplay's importance in these little cinematic trailers.
must be eradicated.
We got booby armor. Something that historians and scientists all agree is very, very unrealistic and
We'll avenge our
a flaw of design.
and reclaim the kingdom.
Actual gameplay footage. Okay, but is your game an MMO or an action game? What is this game? And who's making it? Because that'll dictate if it's an MMO worth playing. A lot of these MMOs be looking nice, come out and be freaking boring as hell, and they die after a month. Literally a month.
We will hold the line until you foul creatures are raised.
An Oblivion Gate? Or Sauron? Coming second half of next year. Net Marble? Ugh. That's gonna be freaking money hungry as hell. Next up we got Mistfall, which I think is an extraction game, which, you know, extraction games are dying right now, so very bad time making an extraction game, but it's kind of unique in the sense that it's an extraction game set like in medieval times, it's a dark fantasy, whereas most extraction games are obviously shooters.
大家好，我是卧影猎人的制作人浩，很高兴在 Xbox Tokyo Game Show 的直播节目上和大家见面。在这次雾影猎人 Beta 3测试中，数以万计的猎金人参与到了本次封测。在此，我代表全体主创团队感谢大家的支持。雾影猎人设定在一个诸神已死、满目疮痍的世界中，在这片黑暗和绝望笼罩的大地上，有着痛彻心扉的悲剧，也有无畏奋战的勇气。我们把这些故事埋在了游戏中的各个角落，相信细心的玩家已经拼凑出了金雾之下鲜为人知的秘辛。而在未来的游戏版本中，我们还为猎金人准备了更多精彩的内容。神树林将是玩家在布兰德要塞之后第2章可以深入体验的全新游戏地图。在这片白化的世界中，玩家将与神秘壮丽的神之矛首次近距离接触。在这座苍白巨树之下，蛰伏着一群觊觎神之矛残存力量的敌人，而海岸高地的巨人尸体也在彰显着曾经恢宏无比的诸神之力。
I feel like even though extraction shooters on the downward trend right now, I think it's a little late. I do feel like it being a dark fantasy game gives it a chance to like at least be captivating.
届时
That's different.
就让我们在营地重逢，再一次携手扬帆出征。
And being different can get you some eyes. Like I tried this out just out of like curiosity. Next we got something called Tremendal Brigade and oh my god, I say Evangelion, some shit like that. The freaking actor. Is that an anime? I feel like that's an anime. I don't know what the hell this even is. I know the what you call it, anime. What is this game though? It's like having a collaboration kind of implies that your game already exists. It's a roguelike. A roguelike looter shooter. Is it already out? You can sign up for a test of it. Free to play co-op action roguelike. Game Pass Ultimate, Steam. Excusez-moi. It's already out. Interest. You try it out. Not against trying this out. 120p? Rough. Goth baddie alert. And Tiny Tina. And Junkrat. Goth baddie is back.
All shall die to my blade.
Colonel, don't just
Be honest with you, I know this game even existed. So it's a game that's already out. I think it's like just some brand new game or some shit. The thing is, the collaboration means nothing to me because I never freaking watched the anime, so I have no idea what the fuck's even like going on. The collaboration comes out November 30th. I think it was already on PC. But it's coming to Xbox. Came out on Xbox Game Pass, I think today. And it comes out fully on the 31st. Let me see. Go to the Xbox store. Marketing wise, they need to freaking do a better job at freaking like making sure this game can pop up when people type the name in. Like I'm already putting it, I put in TERMI, you know what I see? Terminator Resistance, NW3 DLC, Terminator Survivors. Like your game's not freaking popping up. Kind of funny. There's nothing is found. Check the store. Mobile. Mobile, but the website. Okay, so the website says that I can download it, but it doesn't pop up in the store. And that is 100% something they want to freaking like look into. Like I can't find your game on the console itself, but I can find it on the game store on the web app. How would people be interested in playing your game if they can't even freaking find it on the freaking store? Now I think it comes out on console on 31st. It's already out on PC now. I was just curious about it. If I was able to play it today, I would. Just like, get the curiosity there. Next up, we got Forza Horizon 6 announcement. I've always been more of a motorsports guy over Horizon. Horizon's more arcadey and more into like simulation style, which is what motorsports is. Motorsports doesn't make as much money as Horizon does. They kind of like ignore motorsports exists. New South Wales. Morris Kira. There's a Kiara. Japanese sign. The game's gonna be set in Japan. I do like all of Pacific Islands. 2026. So Forza in Japan. Get your phone. I wanna, if you know, all the way to Tokyo. If you see me, then you need me, then you know you have to go. The fuck is this? Welcome to Amino, a free-to-play next-gen creature-catching open-world ARPG coming to Series X and PC in 2026. Right. Do you play as Pokemons? You know it's not called Pokemons, but y'all know what inspired this shit. This is Power World and Pokemon inspired. Howell stole freaking assets, put it through AI for their game. This game saw how successful Power World was. I was like, hey, let's do the exact same shit, but let's not use AI. At least not fully. So do you play as creatures catching creatures? Or what? Space, well, I guess that confirms that you don't because there's a chick right here, so that's pretty your own character. Pre-register now for Amino. Nemo. Paw Print Studio. Let's look and see who Paw Print Studios is and if people should even like be invested in this game, because chances are, if it's like some studio who doesn't really have like much of a freaking portfolio, be cautious with this game. It could just be a freaking a little monetary flip. It comes out for a little while, make as much money as possibly can, and then they freaking shut it down. Let's see. When I look up Paw Print Studios, I get a thing for like an actual like dog center for like pet photography. Somewhere in freaking West Hartford, Connecticut. You got like some kind of like art that has nothing to do with the game. I can't even freaking find your game. Now you're getting your studio. It's very alarming, to be honest with you. I'm Googling your studio and I can't even freaking find it. Here, I'm gonna type in the Chinese studio. Okay, so type in China. Paw Print Studio is a new Chinese gaming developer currently known for the upcoming game Amiibo. So it's Amiibo, not Amiibo. Why the fuck is it called Amiibo then? If like, or is this just a typo from the person who made this freaking article? This is their first game. Yeah, wait, trust this game. So new trailer for that Pragmata game. Check it out.
The shelter. Looks like we got some backup power here.
Now maybe we can upgrade our stuff.
Worth a shot. We gotta get going.
Ready when you are. Starting hat. Crack. Jump to.
This freaking thing is tough as hell.
We can use this to hit harder and beat things faster.
Like that US gonna freaking be a little ugly.
We did it! Something's aiming at us. Leave it to me. I got him.
Not bad. Leave the shooting to me. That was easy. Guess it's my turn.
Missile spotted. Right back at ya.
Good job, kid. Now it's my turn.
Move, Hugh.
Yeah, this game was like 6 out of 10, 7 out of 10. Nothing wrong with that. It's okay to have, you know, mid-tier games. It's okay to have games that you play for the moment, enjoy what it is, then, you know, move on. Pretty much all a 6 out of 10, 7 out of 10 is just games you just kind of just play for what they are and then never touch them again.
Got it.
It's going to have some moments where it's pretty good, moments where you're like, yeah, whatever, bro. You fly high, no lie,
Diana.
no.
Diana?
Falling.
Yeah? What?
See the spot? You think we can get here in one piece?
Yeah. We'll go, and if you don't get hurt, that means it's safe. Let's go.
Sounds like a plan.
Next up, we got Unamusha, Way of the Sword.
Am I dead?
I don't know, are you?
Oh, yes.
I just got here.
So, this gauntlet is for you. You pop this on, you get the power of the Oni, and you'll be back topside.
Very bloody. Goddamn.
The path of the sword on my strength alone. I don't need some monster's power.
One of the goofiest things to me when it comes to like a lot of games from Asia is when they get like a you know, their English dub, they always get freaking like English freaking like actors. And it's hilarious to me because it's like it's kind of immersion breaking, not in like a racial way, but like seeing Japanese or Chinese or Korean like locations and characters when they sound British. Like, oh, this is weird. They're using like British slang and shit, like bruv and it, and like there's, I forgot what game it was. It was a Chinese made game. It's a Chinese like setting, and like they just kept using like British slang, and it's like, this game is set in China. This is one of the things that I love about Ubisoft. Like Ubisoft does a lot of dumb shit, but it's mostly the corporation people that do the dumb shit. But when it comes to like the actual developers, they have a very, very keen eye for detail. And so in Ubisoft's games, particularly Assassin's Creed, they try their best to get localized voice actors. So you play like Assassin's Creed Mirage, they have a lot of Arabic and Muslim actors. And so you hear them speak, they have that accent of someone who would be from a Middle Eastern country. That's Creed Shadows. They don't have a bunch of, you know, people from the UK voicing the characters. They got Japanese actors voicing the characters. You know, that's why that's why now it has that twang and accent to her voice, because she's an actual Asian person behind the fucking microphone. Yeah, but so it's just a weird thing to like see like a bunch of, like, you know, Chinese dude, not Chinese, just Japanese, but they all sound like they're from freaking like Manchester or fucking London.
The power of the Oni is all that's sustaining your life. That's an Oni gauntlet.
That's the only gauntlet. It's like the fucking Red Queen from Resident Evil. You're all going to die down here.
Sashi, I cannot apologize enough for dragging you down this path against your will.
If I take this gauntlet off, there'll be a bloody mess on the floor.
Before I take this gauntlet off. Man, sounds Australian.
What you promised, Gauntlet.
My troop was attacked, and one of our members
It's
was
goofy.
missing. Save this world.
Fighting Genma wasn't the path I planned, but who knows? Maybe it'll be worth my while.
Well said.
What in the... Get a hold of yourself! Are you a man or a beast? Getting strong because of some gauntlet. That's not strength.
I'm gonna eat all the souls you got in there.
Turns out Miyamoto Musashi was just a brute with a sword after all.
Being tough isn't enough. A warrior meditates on what strength really means. Enjoying your new toys, I see.
I'm sure the game will be good though.
Guardian! Hey, Musashi!
And then we got OD Knock, the teaser trailer. This is the Xbox exclusive from Kojima. Right on time for Halloween season. The fuck is this? With these fucking redacted freaking messages. Sinister ritual. Oh, you doing some freaking witchcraft shit. That'd be white. This actual gameplay. Gotta be freaking PC gameplay, because this shit's freaking very, very good looking. Could just be like a vertical slice though, so take one grain of salt. Someone's knocking. Roll credits. This way you gotta leave things alone. The saying goes, leave well enough alone. Whoever's knocking wants you to stop doing what you're doing. And you didn't. What's going on with your skin? Oh, you shouldn't freaking do what you did. Da-dum. Hunter Schaefer. Is that who that was? No, that's probably the other person, Sophia, whatever. What role will Hunter Schaefer play in this? Next up, we got new trailer. Well, it's a release date trailer for Crimson Desert, a game by the Black Desert freaking developers. Earl Abyss.
Citizens of Pywell. Today, a new chapter in this land's history shall be written by our own hand.
We fight those who wield power to prey on the weak. Beasts who think themselves men. That is what it means to be a Freeman. The time has come to do what we believe to be right. Cliff, seek out your Greymane comrades. Uncover the truth that lies within. And let your heart speak without fear.
In the end, all will come together as one. We fight for the future of all. Sound the horn of our final battle! Fight! Fight for Pywell!
Your fight is not for revenge, nor glory, nor pride.
A mechanical dragon. This man just did a freaking Superman freaking punch off the goddamn top rope. Alright, looking like freaking Sergio Pettis. Crimson Desert, March 19th. At least it's not May 19th. Let me be pretty freaking rough. Theater bonus. Looks like shit. To be honest with you, I wouldn't wear any of that.
I was the first one to ever join the military.
I'm a rogue main.
I knew that I wanted to go back.
I was rogue main, so I don't do big armor.
Big name. So to finish and get a degree,
Hey, good job, girl. Good job. I don't care though. It's not that I don't care. That's the wrong word to use. But I don't want to see an ad for Purdue. But good job doing what you gotta do, girl. Next, we got Cold Vein 2, a game I've done a stream of because Cold Vein was a pretty solid game. We used to call it freaking anime souls before we had before we had like an actual soul like genre, you know, a sub genre of, you know, RPGs. We just call things, you know, insert, you know, visual aesthetic souls. So this is called anime souls back when it came out with Cold Vein 1. Let's check it out. I remember the freaking first game having freaking bows in it, so it's a new weapon type. Potentially. I don't remember.
Hello, and welcome.
The game had a great soundtrack.
Presentation of Code Vein 2. I'm Dan Tack, a member of Bandai Namco Entertainment America, and today I'll be walking you through character creation, a taste of some of the characters you're going to meet along the way, exploration and the world, and an exciting look at the first major boss you'll face in the game. Without further ado, let's get into the action. So before we take you into the action proper, we've got to create a character. And Code Vein 2 features an extremely robust character creator suite of options. Right now we're looking at some of the presets that you can pick from, but you can create your character down to the last detail. Eyes, hair,
of course, they start off with the women characters. They're like, yeah, we know our audience.
And design.
You know, you kind of play as baddies.
Specifications. But if you feel like just picking one of the presets and getting right into the action, you can do that too.
Show all the hair options.
All kinds of different hairstyles.
And you're not showing enough. I want to see how many black hairstyles you got.
Pick from. And you can spend a lot of time in this character creator. I know I have. And you can get things just right. You can spend hours in here if you want. But you can also just take a preset. The presets are also awesome. And they come with some really cool outfits. But you can, again, it's not just setting your makeup. It's not just setting your eyes. You're going to be picking your outfit completely. Hats, accessories, masks, capes, whatever you want. You know, they're all here from the very serious to the very goofy options. They're all available for you, depending on what you want to do. I mean, look at these hats. Look, I definitely want to go with, look at those ears. I want some of those. I'm getting a pair of those. So that's my character. But you can create yours however you like. And as you can see here, it extends to full outfits that you can have too. I'm thinking you might spend a lot of time in here if you're one of those players that likes to really customize your character. And if you don't, that's what the presets are for. Just grab and go.
That was lame to be a grab and go person.
You can change all these other aspects of it too. Get the great screenshot, share it with your friends, and we're getting right into it.
Excellent. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance at last. All right, then. I need you to wake up now.
They not like us. They not like us. The fuck?
Come too. As I feared, the memories may still take some time to return. Forgive me, I certainly didn't mean to startle you. My name is Lou Magmel. I am a revenant. Bear with me, for this may come as a shock. You have died once already. This is where I used a ritual to resurrect you. I gave half of my heart in order to restore yours. As a consequence, we now share the same heart, you and I. We are two lives intertwined as one.
Are you gonna be touching her titties without freaking consent?
You seem well, all things considered. I'm glad. Do you think you can stand? There
Holy
is someone
thighs.
that I'd very much like for you to meet.
What was her name from the first game? Io? Is she in this game?
I know it's all new.
You better
but
see some
it's
familiar
okay.
faces.
You can trust me.
I got freaking songs for the first game stuck in my head. Such a good soundtrack. Seeing some actual
And just like
gameplay.
that,
That's good
we
to
are
see.
off to the races. This is Lou. Lou is the first character in the game we're going to meet, and a character that's one of our companions. You'll encounter many of these over the course of the game. Lou is a revenant who has a very, very special power in this game. In fact, the only revenant that can control time. So this will be very important as we move through the game, her special ability. And like all companions, Lou will also travel with you and fight with you. Each companion has special abilities that they bring.
We didn't really
to
have
combat.
we had like allies. We didn't have
you can
like
also
actual
assimilate
companion
your
companions in
ally
the
for
first
some
game.
extra bonus power,
Remember,
so we'll
like,
talk
I
about
think
that
about it was
later.
a Souls like, so it's like, you know, you kind of want to like be out here by
For
yourself.
now, we've just started
I
the
did do
journey
co-op
here
in the
in
game.
Magmel, and we're going to be heading out
After I
into the
beat it
world.
by myself, one of my friends was trying to play it, so I joined her session. But we're out.
So this island of Magmel
Formerly
is sort of a
friends.
tutorial area for the player to get used to things before heading out into the greater world. So we'll get a taste of the action here.
Destination is the tower on the hill.
You see we just picked up some flour there. You can find all kinds of useful consumables in the world that you can use to craft helpful tools and items. So obviously things like flour and other food items will help us make some tasty treats that might give us some bonuses, buffs, or healing.
Conventionally known as enchantments, curses, and the like.
Who the fuck?
Another world snuffed from existence.
That seems like a very, very neat thing to do.
Luckily, the residents were all evacuated in time.
Freaking
Thanks in no
Patty
small
Bojangles,
part
some
to
big
your
bodacious booyah-yahs.
My name is Lavinia Rhoda. It is I who carries on the great Idris's mission and legacy.
Idris Elba?
It is you, though, who must save the world of man.
So these Lavinia and Lou are basically going to be your companions here at the beginning here to get you through this. The concept of we're going to travel to the past to save the present. Essentially, it's a Code Vein 2 hinges on time travel as a huge element of it. So basically, we're going to go to the past to save the future, more or less. So
you
that's
fucking
very
Trunks.
important here in establishing the plot. We've now entered a ruins area, which is sort of an introductory dungeon area. And here you're getting a quick taste of the combat. We're getting some blocking, some rolling.
You can see that period, though.
You can see these little slashes accumulate on the enemies there. Those are bleeds, and we can capitalize on that by attacking with the jail item, which will give us I-Core, which is the resource we're going to be using to facilitate our special attacks and special abilities. So it's very important in the pace of combat to, you know, put some slashes on the enemy and then essentially acquire them to keep your...
Yeah, it's very bad to do some stealth because they already saw you.
With this introductory sword, we've got this nice little, as you can see, sort of a dash lunge attack, which can help us close the distance damage very quickly, get in and out of combat easily. It's a very useful introductory move that you'll have on your starting blade. As you can see, we're maneuvering around the enemy here, getting behind them, executing a nice little stagger and a crit attack. Those are going to do tons of damage. Great way to take out opponents. As you can see, in this smaller dungeon, there's still plenty of little items to find, consumables, and more important items as well. We're swapping here to a different weapon. So here we have the Statesman's Longbow. This is an awesome way to do damage at range and also fire at
Like a
targets
freaking compound bow, which is
far
kind of
from it.
ugly. I hate compound bow
This does
designs.
consume the I-Core resource, so you'll have to be replenishing your supplies of that as you move through the game. This is actually in a side category of item called Bequeathed Forme. And there are different things that you can put in this slot other than the bow, but those are going to be kind of a surprise, so we're not going to tell you what the other ones are. But you'll see the bow used here. We can use it to take out this target at range, like so. And this is actually a very important map object that we've just destroyed, and it will
You gotta
unlock
fucking
large
release
chunks of
a-
the map for you to see in the overworld. And now we're going to skip ahead a little bit into the next section of the ruins.
Part of the beauty of using archery in video
We're a bit
games is,
deeper
you know,
into this introductory
doing
dungeon.
traditional shit.
Down below.
Thumb draw, Mediterranean draw, two finger split.
And we have swapped
Islamic
weapons
draws.
to the bayonet. This is an interesting weapon archetype in the game. You'll find different varieties of this. It does allow for both ranged and melee combat. So you'll need ammunition to do the ranged, but it's got quite an interesting moveset, as you can see, in melee range as well. So this is a really cool sort of
Did Eric
versatile
Garcia
playstyle
go?
that you can employ.
That
if you
game,
like
Barcelona.
bayonets. It's pretty useful here in this area here as we're trying to navigate these narrow corridors and
You got a
two
gat.
ranged enemies that are shooting us from afar. So the bayonet will let us shoot back, as well as get in their face. So depending on how you like to play, the bayonet might be a great option. There's multiple options for you to check out as you go through the game, different archetypes. Of course, the bayonets, again, they do need ammunition, so we might have to reload here soon. As you can see there. And as you can see, Noah, our companion Noah, is talking to us right now, but you don't see him on the screen. That's because he's currently assimilated. So in this game, you're going to have a partner or a companion, but you can choose whether that companion is active and out on the field, or you're basically assimilating them to tap into their powers. So we're getting some bonuses, as you can see reflected at the bottom.
Basically, like, hey, if you don't want to, you know, play with
on the field,
an AI at your
if you
side,
like to play solo,
you don't
or
have
if you
to.
like to play with a companion, you can fit the play style to that. And now we've moved a
So if you
little
like
further
want
along
like
the
a
road,
true
using
Soul-like
the
experience of,
blade.
you know, soloing things.
Quite an unusual weapon, as you can see, sort of hovering behind us. It's a very unique play style and very different than a lot of the other melee weapons in the game.
So you gotta, you barely, whoever's like playing the demo of this has a very small grasp when you use the ability. They're struggling to freaking use it.
And we're going in there. There we go. And yeah, in these ruins again, lots of little things to pick up as you go through. So here we are. Now we're heading to the first major boss of the game. And as you can see, we've got our partner Noah with us to help on this fight. He'll be trying to take some of the boss's attention, doing some damage. Every partner has their own special abilities and attacks that they bring to the table. So really handy to have during these big boss battles. But of course, you're still going to have to be doing quite a bit of dodging, blocking, getting in there, and learning the boss moveset as well. You can see we've accumulated quite a few bleeds on the dejected assailant here. So once you've got an enemy nice and bleeding like that, you know, you can capitalize on that with the jail item, which we haven't talked about a whole lot. This is an auxiliary weapon type, and it comes in different forms. So you'll probably see one of them coming up here as we capitalize on what we've done to him. Getting some heals in. And of course, you're going to want to keep your Ichor high so you can continue to use your special abilities and powers, which will make a big impact in fights like this. You can see we've got a stagger on him there. Now we're going to execute an attack with our jail. It gives you an AoE attack, sort of a cone attack in front of you. And of course, you'll
a Reaper aesthetic for that one.
Anytime you've staggered an opponent. So here we're moving into Phase 2. As you can see, our boss has kind of lost his head. There was a cinematic here involved with the Phase 2 transition, but we're keeping that out so we can keep it a surprise later. But with that, he's gained new abilities as he's now holding his head, and he has a whole new moveset due to that. And you'll see here we're getting in there with that slash. The starter sword only has one special attack, but it's still very useful. Here we're charging up our jail. Look at that. Getting in with the jail can attack by itself as well, so nice little spinny scythe attack there with the Reaper jail. And the jails come in different flavors, so depending on your playstyle, you'll pick one that fits the situation. Got the boss back.
Yeah, I saw one in the actual
really great damage
trailer, which we can peek after this.
Of course, with his head on now on his arm, he's got all kinds of different attacks, including head lasers, which you never want to mess with. Ooh, this isn't looking very good. Oh, well, that was a really good attempt. Didn't quite make it. Thanks for joining us today for this taste of Code Vein 2's gameplay. Stay tuned.
Yeah, look, I like that you actually show gameplay.
Code Vein 2
a lot of people don't show gameplay nowadays. They just show you like a vertical slash trailer. Maybe like, there you go. Like, now show me your gameplay. Let me see what the frame rate looks like. See what the UI looks like. See how the game's actually flowing in real time.
Another world snuffed from existence.
You know what's funny about Bandai Namco? When they make actual brand new games, they make very, very, very good fucking games. Code Vein 1 was really, really good. So was Scarlet Nexus. Scarlet Nexus to me is one of the best games you would never played. Just being honest with you. People who did not play that game. It has one of the most amazing soundtracks in gaming history. The game itself is just phenomenal. But when they make like licensed games, they make the most boring, unoriginal, unexpired licensed games. Whether it's Naruto Ninja Storm or Shippuden Naruto, any of those Naruto games, you know, Dragon Ball Z games, like all those anime games that they make, that's licensed animes, are always like just bare minimum, regurgitated, lazy, like games. But when they make like actual, you know, IP that's like their own ideas, fucking phenomenal.
Our true objective is to save this world, our current world.
Need I remind you that tampering with history is strictly forbidden?
That looks nice. That's what I saw. I mean, freaking Darksiders too. I said Darksiders. The Darkness too. Well, the Darkness 1 as well. Another game y'all didn't play, The Darkness.
It's time I faced my past. Let's go.
Where's your clothes, girl? No, I'm not a fan of like just randomly naked people. Because it's just weird. It's like, why is this person naked? It doesn't make sense. Like, like, are you going to have any kind of information in game for this person's character background that explains why they walk around freaking naked wearing a jacket? Or it's just naked because, look, a girl who's wearing her nothing but underwear. Come play our game. Speaking of a naked character. That's what we just saw in the gameplay deep dive. Code Vein 2 comes out January 26th. Last game to show us pre-order bonuses look like shit. These also kind of look like this jacket looks pretty cool, but the rest of this, like, what I want to spend extra money for the deluxe edition to play 3 days early and to have these outfits? Not really. You get a DLC as well, like the first expansion. All right, next game, the first Descendant X Bayonetta. So the game that's so desperate for y'all to come back and play, because this game had like a massive player freaking drop, because let's be honest, people want to play actual good games, not games that exist to just get your dick hard, which is what this game is. Not Code Vein, freaking the first sentence is a hey, beat your dick and play Warframe at the exact same time. It's a Gooner game. It's Warframe for Gooners. The game itself is like pretty mediocre. The story is ass. The gameplay is okay when it comes to like the actual like combat, but it gets repetitive very quickly and very old. So the game literally just tries to get people's attention by just being a game where you just look at ass the entire time. Like, look how nice this character's ass is. Like, look at this bikini skin. Look at, you know, this lingerie skin. Don't you want to freaking play the game? You know? How do player count looking right now? Look at Steam DB. This game has 4,000 people playing it. Mind you, when it came out, it had almost 300K. Now it has 4,000. Because the game was ass. Let's see, this trailer is going to probably be like very, very, very horny related. What the fuck? I just saw some shit. Let me just go with that. So is it a skin or is Bayonetta actually in the game? That she's any of her actual abilities, or she's just shooting shit. Show gameplay of how she actually plays in game, not this freaking cinematic bullshit. Right, gonna cost you $160 to get that skin. Where the Winds Meet is the game that does have my interest. Games had like closed betas. I've gotten into none of them, which is rare. Usually I get into any beta I want to get into. Is that it? But it was a waste of time. November 14th. Yes, it's called From the Ashes. Yeah, let's go to Ubisoft. Give Ubisoft a view. Should we freaking do a second playthrough of this game and actually do like an actual review of it? Since it's getting an expansion, so do a review of the Avatar game to see people should know if they should or shouldn't play it. We played this game on stream. We should like the second playthrough. Captured an engine, aka it's not actual gameplay.
Ewa has abandoned you.
It's like a rogue faction.
And this time, you have nowhere left to run.
Instead of fighting freaking colonizers, we're gonna fight in our own kind.
Our fire is coming.
Yeah, it's kind of intriguing. I'm here for it.
Dog tag warrior.
Now the goal is towards Levy or Rashford? Levy. Your release date or no? In 19. Alright. Battlefield 6 campaign trailer. Getting close to the end of the Tokyo game show stuff.
Hostiles inbound. 100 meters in closing.
I got 2. East side.
Moving right to left.
I got 3 west side. Frame shoot. On the T of execute.
Is that a Negro? This game DEI?
2.
A girl? Yeah, this game's woke. I'm joking, by the way. Making fun of people who actually use that kind of dialogue. Fucking weirdos and losers.
Since the end of World War II, gone.
Dagger, this is Pax's ballsiest play yet.
If they succeed, they will have secured the most strategic rock in the history of warfare. Want to help our friends take back this rock?
You're playing a dangerous game, no doubt about it. Wouldn't be Dagger without insurmountable odds.
Brooklyn?
The whole world's gonna look different now. Just takes a little shake of perspective.
Gotta love a challenge.
Paratroopers?
Stand by for re-attack call.
Things going boom. Some fighter jets. Most F-35s are those Raptors. You got tanky baby.
Kincaid will pay for this.
But we don't know how high it goes.
You trying to start a war with the CIA?
That is not the fucking question!
Oh, she cursed.
This is it. I know what I gotta do.
Ah! The game looks so good. And no. Let's go back. Everything keeps showing us these pre-order bullshits. Phantom Edition, you get 4 skins. They look generic as fuck. It's just black and red. Everything comes to your weapons, just black and red. Your tank skin, black and red. You get to play as Tombstone in multiplayer when I guess when it comes to this pre-order bonus. Then you get a 25 battle pass skip. Excuse me, more. Yeah, who cares about that? Not pre-ordering this game. It ain't worth it. Say the best for last. Wolverine. Here we go.
The question that comes up a lot to us at Insomniac Games is, are you going to make a Wolverine game that is as violent, as visceral as the character in the comics?
Here's what, before we get into this, for the Insomniac Games, I really hope they don't become like a typecast development studio, because they have a catalog of games that are very, very well received and well loved. And it will suck if they just become, hey, you are now going to be only used to freaking make superhero games, instead of using those other IPs that people will love to freaking see.
Working with Wolverine is interesting because part of the route to who he is that he's an unreliable narrator. He has gaps in his memory. So Wolverine doesn't really remember a lot of his life, and that's got to be an extremely frustrating aspect.
He's this ball of rage and fury, but then he could turn on a dime, and he could be very, very kind and tender in the next moment.
When we're casting for someone like Logan, what we're looking for in character traits are someone who can convey a lot with very little being spoken.
When you have that first moment that we show in gameplay, there's so much emotion that you can feel behind his eyes. He looks relentless, he looks gritty, he looks angry, but also he looks maybe a little sad.
That level of acting and being able to just deliver that performance with believability across both spectrums was something Insomniac, ourselves, we all agreed he's the one. We don't need to see anybody else.
Hey, I'm Liam McIntyre, and I play James Logan Howlett in
This guy is Australian. This is twice now where Wolverine has an Australian freaking actor. Because in Marvel, you know, the movies, Hugh Jackman is freaking Australian. And this guy's Australian. Wolverine's Canadian. I'm not really complaining about anything when it comes to that. I'm just saying, like, it's kind of funny that why is Wolverine has been played by a Canadian, I mean, by an Australian when he's Canadian.
Was Wolverine. That's not bad. That one sort of works. Fans out there know what Wolverine is, who he is. My job is to try and find the essence of who Wolverine is, especially as he applies to our story. People hurt him, people take from him, people betray him. He still fights for people who can't fight for themselves. It's one of the greatest honors of my life, one of the biggest responsibilities I've ever had, and one of the coolest things I've ever got to do.
The entire game is built around staying true to the Wolverine experience.
And then how do we want to put our Insomniac stamp on that? How do we want to put our own spin and creativity, but still give something new and fresh the fans are going to be excited about?
It's the full package. It is a level of detail that we've never been able to do before.
You could see it in the trailer. You can see pores. You can see blood in between the little lines of his teeth. I love the attention to detail.
It's
I mean, that kind of details in the cinematics, though. It's not detail you see in actual gameplay. You know, you're saying it like, I'm not complaining, but like she's saying it in a way of it's like, hey, you're gonna be like in the middle of combat and see his pores. Like, no, that's what you'll see during a cutscene during the game.
I think that we're going to be able to bring that kind of fidelity to players.
It's a character who goes.
Video's having a hard time playing.
You'll see the Canadian wilderness. You'll see Japan.
There's a shot where Logan is sliding down that rooftop, and you can see the breadth of pore in Lowtown.
It's always nice teasing the depth and
You just imagine poor this video playing James freaking having a hard time.
Red makes an Mystique is there, and there are some hints to other characters that fans of Wolverine will recognize for sure.
Another visual element of Marvel's Wolverine is the blood. The blood tech that was put into this game is pretty phenomenal.
There's a part in the trailer where Logan jumps down and then he does the claws up through the face. That one I thought maybe was going to be taking it too far, but I am so glad that we have it. It looks fantastic.
Wolverine's combat, making that special, making that feel like him, making it feel different to anything else you've played, that's a tough job. What's so cool for me is there was this one section of the game I got to try. It was just visceral, immediate, and so incredibly satisfying, and I was like, this is gonna be amazing.
We're pretty excited about the artwork that we're using on the cover. It's dynamic, it's rough-edged.
You notice it doesn't look like our past games. It has a sense of urgency and forward movement and rage and fury, and that's Wolverine.
One of the cool things about Insomniac is they are probably the most collaborative group of people I have ever worked with. They make you feel part of their team. That's not something you always get.
We've been in a creative collaboration with Insomniac Games and PlayStation for over a decade now. We've made some of the greatest superhero games of all time, and that was always the goal, making games that are timeless.
I think fans are going to be excited, but I'm also really excited about it because I'm really proud of what we made. We are focused on making the best Wolverine game ever.
On behalf of everyone at Insomniac Games and the Wolverine team especially, we want to thank you for taking time to watch our trailer. We can't wait to show you more in spring of 2026.
All right, that looks pretty good. Should you watch the actual trailer though? That's the overview. It's not the actual trailer. So let's look at the actual trailer to get like a full, encompass of what they're talking about. We go from there. Omega Red. PlayStation.
Fighting longer than I can remember.
Being a little feral there, my dude.
I'd like to say I'm not a violent man.
You think he's gonna be like lore accurate for height? Good old 5'2"?
But I'd be
or not? Be like freaking like 6 foot tall in the game.
How far I run. Death's always waiting. Just not for me.
Me and her now, one bub, and it's a trailer. Mystique.
Cause I ain't no hero. I'm Wolverine.
Got a Sentinel. Fall next year. Alright. Alright. Get into this game, shall we? My camera freeze? When did my camera freaking freeze? I didn't. Could you? There's a sound my camera freaking makes when it freaking freezes.